And we're going to go 3, 2, 1, and cut.
This may sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And a very pleasant good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are on planet Earth. We welcome you. We are in the gym at Wichita Southeast High School, a relatively new facility and a brand new school just built a few years ago, where tonight the homestanding Southeast Golden Buffaloes will entertain the Grizzlies of Wichita Northwest. Thank you all for joining us. Good evening to you. My name is Kevin Arkin. Glad to have you on board wherever you are. And it should be a great game. Southeast is a very good squad. They started out their season by upsetting Bishop Carroll's Golden Eagles at home. Bishop Carroll being ranked number 1 in 5A at the time. So we know that we have our work cut out for us here this evening. We will tell you that we're going to be a little bit different webcast tonight than what you're used to. In case you are regulars to the webcast, and we hope you are. Basketball is the one sport that requires 4 people in the crew to do it correctly. Tonight, I am the only member of the crew. Today was the last day of classes and finals for the kids. And even though we did have a couple of executive producers scheduled to join us here this evening, they are not here. And I assume that for whatever reason, they elected not to come, to be honest with you. So we're doing this one by ourselves. So we are compromising in this fashion. First of all, we'll talk about the view. The view you see right now is the view you will see for the rest of the night. We have no camera person to operate the camera and get in and out, so to speak. So we're going to leave it in this one frame all night. Both baskets are visible. A portion of the near court is missing, and that, quite frankly, has to do with where we are sitting more than anything else, as we are in the corner of the end zone on the track above the basketball court here at Southeast. The other issue we have, besides the fact that we have a personnel issue, we've got some equipment issues going on. My headset failed to operate this evening, so I'm using a handheld, which means I don't have a hand free to do other things that I would normally do. So I'm already handicapped down to one hand with no headset on. In addition, we are on our backup mixer, as our primary mixer, which we purchased yesterday, has failed to function tonight. So we are on the backup mixer, and hopefully the backup mixer, which is what we used the other night, will get the job done. If you have any issues with sound, it's probably from our end and not from yours. I know that if you're watching this webcast, it is a delayed podcast. Southeast High has the worst internet in the city. The signal here is so bad, not a single person in this building can make a cell phone call because everybody gets no bars. Literally, it says no service on my phone. That's how bad the internet is here. So we knew that going in, and that's why when we advertised this webcast, we advertised it as a delayed webcast because we knew there would be no way to get the signal out of the building. Got 3 minutes to go here before the introduction of the starting lineups and the national anthem. I'm going to take probably a few more breathers during the night than I normally would, only because I'm doing everything else at the same time. We are still going to get our graphics going, time, score, timeouts, that sort of thing. So we're hoping to have all that for you, but keep in mind I'm doing that myself while I'm trying to call the game. No stats are going to be kept by anybody because there's nobody here to do them, so I won't be able to keep individual points and that sort of thing, but we'll be able to tell you what the foul situation is individually and as a team. We'll give you the time, and of course you'll always see all that information on display on your screen. Every now and then I'm not caught up with the clock. If I'm not, I'll catch up when I can. That's all we can say. Let's come back for the starting lineups in 30 seconds. Glad to have you with us from Southeast High. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life.
And welcome back to Southeast High. We're getting ready for the introduction of the players here in 90 seconds. We'll tell you that the Grizzlies come in tonight. First of all, let's talk about the girls. The girls played a barn burner game tonight and came out on top 44-43. They led with 20 seconds to go. They actually trailed with 2 minutes to go, led with 20 seconds to go, trailed with 8 seconds to go, then came back at the very end, got a three-pointer to win the game, 44-43. So we congratulate the Lady Grizzlies. The guys come in tonight 1-3 on the season. They lost to Capon in overtime by 5. They lost to Heights at home by 40. They beat North by 30. And lost to the South High Titans 3 days ago at home by 27. Pretty convincing loss, actually, for the Grizzlies the other night. So hopefully they'll bounce back. It's going to be a tough night for them because Southeast has an awfully good team. We're going to turn it over to the PA announcer.
Tobacco-free health zone. Tobacco use is not allowed on Wichita public school property, indoors or outdoors. We thank you for keeping our school environment tobacco-free. Tonight's game is a privilege, one to watch our student athletes learn on the playing arena. Lessons taught to contestants is one that spectators can follow as well. That of good sportsmanship. Unruly behavior is unacceptable in the classroom, and the playing arena is a classroom. So please remember to be a sport during tonight's game. This has been a public service message from your Kansas State High School Activities Association and Wichita Southeast High School. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise and remove your hats for the presentation of our national colors by the Southeast JROTC Color Guard, and the playing of the national anthem by the Southeast Headband. Presenting tonight's colors, our left guard, Command Sergeant Major Sophia Green. Carrying colors, Private Haley Walker. Carrying our state flag is First Sergeant Mohammed Hanifa. Carrying the American flag and our color guard commander, First Sergeant Xander Shaw. And right guard is Sergeant Lily
That's the Star Spangled Banner and the presentation of our colors by the Southeast High School Junior ROTC program. We'll introduce the players. We're going to do it from up here because he's very difficult to hear. And we'll start with, of course, the Northwest starting lineup. For the Grizzlies, Zion Jones wearing number 10, a 6'1" junior guard. He was the big scorer the other night. Jackie Johnson starts it off for Southeast, a 5'10" sophomore guard. He's wearing number 1 tonight. Lincoln Phillips, number 15, a 6'2" senior guard for the Grizzlies, takes the floor. And his counterpart will be number 12, Johnny Murdoch, a 5'10" senior guard for Southeast. Getting the start tonight, number 20, Todrick McGee. Todrick is a 5'10" sophomore guard. And he will be greeted by Roan Smith, number 14, a 5'10" sophomore guard for the Southeast Golden Buffaloes. Logan Engelmeyer, number 21, a 6'3" senior forward, takes the floor for the Grizzlies. And number 21, Keenan Cooley, a 6'1" senior forward for Southeast. Wrapping it up for the Grizzlies, number 24, a 6' sophomore guard, Braden Verbeck. And for the for the Buffaloes, number 23, Micah Jakes, a 6'1" junior forward for the Grizzlies. There's your starting lineups. We'll be back for the tip-off in 30. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Getting set for the opening tip, it'll be Zion Jones for the Grizzlies. Tipping it off. And getting set to tip with him is number 14, Roan Smith for the Buffs. And we are underway, ladies and gentlemen. Southeast controls it. They will be playing toward us. And just like that, we have a quick foul. Foul is on Southeast Johnny Murdoch. That's his first. And the Grizzlies will take possession. Zion Jones bringing it up the floor. Top of the key, almost got fouled, went up for 3, short off the rim. Rebounded there by Smith. And here comes Roan Smith with it for Southeast. Off on the far side, there's a long 3 bomb. Good by Jackie Johnson. And Jackie Johnson gets the 3-pointer for Southeast. Verbeck on the far side with it for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies in their road blues with yellow numerals. Southeast in their home whites. And there's a 3, short. Rebounded that time by Keenan Cooley. Jackie Johnson brings it down. He puts up another 3. That's off the heel, no good. Rebound to Southeast and a foul as he went up. I'm sure he'll be shooting free throws here. Foul is on McGee. Todrick McGee is the one charged with the foul. First team foul, for the Grizzlies. That one off the heel, no good by Keenan Cooley. He'll go up here for his second. Just underway, so if you just sat down, hope you enjoy the rest of the game. Missed them both. Rebounded that time by Engelmeyer, and here come the Grizzlies back. McGee to Verbeck. A little motion offense going. Jones with it. On the far side to McGee. McGee to Phillips. Phillips now to Engelmeyer. They've all touched it. Jones has it. Drives to the free throw line. Now in deep. Puts it up and it's blocked. Nice block that time by Jakes. And he'll bring it all the way down, and Phillips fouls him as he goes up. And he'll be going to the line to shoot a pair. And the free throw is off the heel, no good. Rebounded by Jones. Grizzlies trail by 5. Trying to get the Schneider off the board. Here comes Zion Jones with it now for the Grizzlies. To Lincoln Phillips. Phillips being guarded by Jakes. Verbeck wide open. Misses it. Went for the rebound. Couldn't get it. Here comes a dunk. Yes, sir. And we have a timeout called. Northwest takes the timeout. We'll take it with them. Stay with us. We'll be back in 30. This is Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Coming out of the timeout now, Northwest trying to find a way to get on the scoreboard here. 2 minutes into the first quarter, and we're down by 7. Here comes Jones with it, and we're back underway here. McGee will bring it across the timeline. In deep, Verbeck has it now to Jones. Jones back to McGee. McGee did not get the start on Tuesday night, did get the start tonight. Verbeck to Phillips. Playing some motion offense, and there's a takeaway by Southeast. Johnson tried to feed on an alley-oop, missed it, and it will belong to the Grizzlies. McGee brings it in for the Northwest squad, gets it across the timeline. Feeds it into Verbeck. Braden dishes it off. Now there's a 3 by Phillips. Off the heel, no good. And the rebound off the hands of Reagan Jones, who just came into the game after that timeout. Came in when I wasn't paying attention. And he came in actually for Todrick McGee. Southeast with it now. And that one does fall for Roan Smith. And it's 9-0. Grizzlies in a hole real quick here in the first period. We have a foul called. Jackie Johnson, the guilty party on the foul. Third team foul on the Buffs. Also in the game now for the Grizzlies, Easton Ruffin. And that one got thrown out of bounds by Reagan Jones. And the Buffaloes will bring it up. Jackie Johnson brings it up across the timeline, now drives it and dishes it off. Jakes tried to do something on Verbeck, almost got the block away there. Here's a 3-ball coming, and it's good. Wow. Roan Smith gets it for 3. It's 12-0. Ball knocked out of bounds. It will stay with Northwest. Jameer Cups comes in for the Grizzlies, and he will give Lincoln Phillips a break. Zion Jones inbounds it to Cups. And we approach the halfway point of the first quarter. Zion Jones looking for help. Sends it out to Verbeck, and Verbeck gets fouled.
The foul was called on number 14, Roan Smith.
Roan Smith guilty of the infraction. That's his first. Team foul number 4 for the Buffs. Grizzlies have 2. Into Easton Ruffin. Ruffin looking to break the Schneider. And we have a foul called on Southeast. It'll be on the floor. Foul on Johnny Murdoch, number 12, and it will be his second. 15 foul. Grizzlies will inbound here. Jameer Cups with it. Jameer Cups had 3 points in Tuesday night's game. Looking to see some more out of him. Zion Jones puts it up short. Rebounded there by Micah Jakes. And there's another 3-ball, but Smith is all over it. Another 3. The Grizzlies down by 15. Jameer Cups. Over to Jones on the near side. Jones drives it into the paint, puts it up, whistle on the play, and we have a foul called, and I think that Jones is going to go to the line and have a chance to get some points here for the Grizzlies and get them off the board. Roan Smith's second foul. And the first one is good. Coming in for the Grizzlies, Jensen Linton, number 33. He'll replace Easton Ruffin. Zion Jones' second one is off the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Keyshawn Thomas of the Buffs. Johnson brings it down, puts it up, short, rebounded back out, controlled there by the Buffs. Far side to Coley. Now back to Johnson. Johnson for 3, nothing but net. Jameer Cups with it. And this one's going to go out of bounds. It will stay with Northwest. Verbeck has it. Resets the offense for the Grizzlies. Jameer Cups into the paint, drives, puts it up, blocked. Rebounded there by Linton. And now a foul on the play. Jameer Cups is going to go to the line and shoot a pair. 2:04 to go here, first quarter. Grizzlies down by a bundle. First one from Jameer Cups is good. Dante Coleman, number 5, comes in for Southeast. Cups puts the second one in, good as well. And the Grizzlies down by 15. A rare miss by Southeast and a rebound by Reagan Jones. Nice pass by Jones to Jones. And the ball, that'll be goaltending, I'm sure. And it is goaltending. Yeah, that was kind of obvious. Ball was in the cylinder. Well, I'm having a problem here with our clock, ladies and gentlemen. (20-3), Grizzlies trail. Zion Jones puts it up, and he's fouled on the way up. I'll bet you he's going to the line. Grizzlies now in the bonus. Zion Jones is going to shoot a pair, however. And the first one is off the heel, no good. Second one up. He makes the second. Grizzlies down by 16 with a minute and a half to go here in the first quarter. Johnson behind the back pass. Boom. Micah Jakes puts it in. Jameer Cups brings it down the floor. Linton passes it off to Verbeck. Jones puts it up, no good. Rebound by Zion Jones. Reagan with it again. Less than a minute to go now, first quarter. Pouring it on is Southeast. 30 seconds to go. Grizzlies down by 20. Verbeck traveled with it. 24 seconds to go, first quarter. We'll see if Southeast plays for one here. Johnson drives and misses. Eight seconds to go. Foul called on Purcell Finch. That one goes, rattles and does drop. Johnson will go for another. Again, we're not able to keep stats here, so I can't tell you who's got all the points for Southeast. I can tell you who's got all the points for us, though. 8 seconds to go. Here comes Northwest with it. Zion Jones, a long three off the heel. Rebounded there by Southeast, and that'll do it. And we are at the end of one. At the end of the first quarter. Golden Buffaloes 26, Grizzlies 4. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Back at Southeast High School, Kevin Arkin with you. Grizzlies down by a bundle here, down by 22 after the first quarter. A very lopsided first quarter indeed, 26-4. Our score as we're getting ready to start it off. Northwest will get the ball to start the second period. And they will start it in the bonus. Grizzlies have 3 team fouls. Buffaloes have 8. And we're underway here in the second quarter. Zion Jones with it. No, I take that back. That's DeAndre Wilson, who came in at the quarter break, number 4. And we have a whistle and a stoppage of play and a foul called. It'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity for the Grizzlies. Let's see who's going to the line here. Looks like it'll be McGee. McGee back into the game, number 20. And yes, it is Todrick McGee going to the line. In the game with McGee, David Duncan, number 5. Wilson, we told you about, number 4. Shot misses. McGee in the game. Purcell Finch in the game, number 34. And Cale Patterson, number 11. And that's your current lineup on the floor for the Grizzlies. We got a whistle on the play. I don't know what we got here. Foul called that time. Purcell Finch guilty of the infraction. Southeast will inbound the ball. We don't have a halftime guest for you, so at halftime we're going to watch the... They're in and out that time by Dante Coleman. Buffs get it back. Coleman passes it, but he's fouled in the process. Fouls on McGee. That's his second. And Southeast will inbound. Wilson comes out, and Verbeck comes back in. Coach Hill talking to him. And the Grizzlies bring it up. McGee brings it down the floor. At the free throw stripe, puts it in for 2. First field goal of the night for the Grizzlies. And it comes from Todrick McGee. Grizzlies need to start chipping away at this huge lead. Get some of it back before halftime. There's a jump ball, I bet. What are they calling? Southeast will inbound the ball. Sorry, it's out of your sight. It's out of mine as well. Comes in. Smith gets it. And a three-point bomb off the heel. No good by Murdoch. Rebounded by McGee, and here come the Grizzlies back. Chance to start nibbling away. On the far side, McGee with it. To Patterson, back to McGee for 3. It's blocked. Who's going to get the rebound? It's all over the place. It goes out of play, and I'll bet it belongs to Southeast. Nope, it belongs to us. Shows you what I know, folks. Grizzlies inbound. Patterson with it. Into the corner it goes. Verbeck for 3. Good! Braden Verbeck gets it for 3. And the Grizzlies starting to make this look a little more respectable. Roan Smith off the heel, no good. Rebounded by Verbeck, but a whistle. Let's see what they call here. foul is called that time on number 35, Breland Wright. Going to the line and shooting a pair is Purcell Finch. First one is off the back, but it is good. He'll get a second one here as the Grizzlies are now in the double bonus. And the second one misses. Rebounded, though, by Verbeck. Braden puts up a three. Off the heel, no good. Good try. Now another whistle and another stoppage of play. And here we go. McGee for three. Short. Rebounded by the Grizzlies. Duncan. Looking for some help. Gets it to Verbeck. Braden now looking for help. Gets some open space. Dishes it around. Duncan again for three, and it's good. David Duncan gets a three. Timeout taken by the Golden Buffaloes. We'll take one with them real quick, and then we'll be back. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
Grizzlies trailed by 13, but a few minutes ago they trailed by almost twice that, trailing by 22. 5:06 remaining here in the second period. And Southeast will inbound the ball here in a moment. They bring it up the court. Jakes puts it up, misses. Rebound there by Reagan Jones, and finally Patterson comes down with it. Now Jones will bring it across the timeline and to Todrick McGee. McGee on the far side. A little zone defense going on here by the Buffaloes, and they come away with a steal. Ball goes out of bounds, I believe, and it will belong to Northwest. Cale Patterson goes out. Logan Engelmeyer comes back in. Verbeck has it. And he'll bring it across the timeline. Grizzlies looking to continue to chip into the lead. Engelmeyer to Zion Jones. Zion Jones was the big scorer Tuesday night, but he has not yet got a field goal. That one off the heel, no good. Rebounded by Southeast, and a whistle stops play. We have a foul coming. Zion Jones picks up his first foul, sixth team foul for the Grizzlies. And just like that, there's another whistle. I got the whistle before I can start my clock. Zion Jones picks up his second foul in 5 seconds. It will put Jakes at the line shooting a pair. And it also puts Southeast in the bonus. First one misses. 4:01 remaining. Till halftime. No halftime guest tonight. Second one is good. And the Grizzlies down by a pair of touchdowns. McGee on the far side. Now brings it across. Reagan Jones with it. Jones to Wilson, who came back in. Engelmeyer. Verbeck. Guys are all looking for an opening. Haven't found it. McGee with it. Drives into the paint to the free throw line. Puts it up short. Rebounded by McGee. Engelmeyer to Verbeck. Braden heavily guarded. Engelmeyer with it now. Logan back to McGee. Back to Logan Engelmeyer, and now over to Braden Verbeck. He drives in, dishes it back to Reagan Jones. A far one to Wilson. Wilson puts it up with one hand, no good. Rebounded by Johnson, and here comes Southeast back with 3 minutes to go. Ball out of play here. Looks like it will stay with Southeast. Again, we can't see that out of bounds at this end either. So next half, that's going to be a problem because that's where we're going to be. McGee goes back out. Duncan comes in. And we're back underway. Jakes puts it up, left-handed, good. 29-13, Grizzlies trail. 2:44 to go here in the first half. That one's an air ball coming up way short, may have been deflected. Johnson tried to dunk and missed it, but the follow is there by Vashon Webb. Northwest takes a timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Tell you that Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball is being brought to you in part tonight by Mel Hambledon Ford. We're better, we're proving it. You be the judge. Mel Hambledon Ford, 11771 West Kellogg at the big corner of Kellogg and 119th Street West. We thank Lisa Hambledon and all the good folks at Mel Hambledon Ford for their support of Grizzly basketball. 2:29 remaining. Grizzlies down 31-13. Grizzlies are in the double bonus. Buffs are in the bonus. Timeouts remaining are 4 for the Buffs and 3 for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies inbound. Wilson has it. And he brings it across the timeline. Far side. Engelmeyer. Lincoln Phillips back in after that timeout, number 15. There's a ball knocked out of play, and it will belong to Southeast. Purcell Finch just came back in, number 34, for the Grizzlies. Johnson has it for Southeast. Drives, puts it up off the glass, good. And Grizzlies back down by 20. David Duncan brings it across the timeline. Reagan Jones with it. Wilson. Back to Duncan. Duncan for three. Off the front, no good. Here comes Southeast back with it. Loose ball on the floor. Who's going to get it? It comes out. And a foul, or a whistle, I should say, on the play. And it will be a 1-and-1 shooting opportunity for Southeast. See who it's charged against. Reagan Jones guilty of the foul. That's his first. 8th team foul for the Grizzlies. And putting Breland right at the line to shoot at least a 1-and-1 here. First one is good. Todrick McGee comes back in. Wilson goes out for the Grizzlies. A lot of substituting going on by the men in blue tonight. And he makes them both. Grizzlies down by 22, their biggest deficit of the game. On the far side, Duncan has it. We have Duncan, Phillips, Fitch, McGee, and who am I missing? David Duncan. Finch puts it up off the heel, no good, but he's foul. Oh, he traveled. 43 seconds remaining here in the first half of this one. Southeast with the ball. Roan Smith dishes it off. Up and in and out, no good. Rebounded by McGee. There's 23 seconds left in the first. Lincoln Phillips for three. It's a big basket. Johnson puts up a pair. And that may do it here. That will do it as the clock expires. And we are at halftime, folks. Score at halftime. Grizzlies trailing 37-16 to Southeast. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Stay tuned. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
Basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
That's the Southeast High School dance team performing here at halftime with their Christmas extravaganza.
For the Grizzlies, scoring 3 points, David Duncan, Lincoln Phillips, and Braden Burbeck. And for your
Duncan, Phillips, and Verbeck have 3 apiece.
16 points, Jackie Johnson.
Jackie Johnson has 16 to lead all scorers.
Smith with 8.
And we're getting that right from the PA booth, so Grizzlies find themselves in a big hole here, down 37-16 at halftime. This is our last webcast of the calendar year as everybody goes on Christmas break after tonight. Our next webcast is January the 2nd. We will go to Bishop Carroll Catholic High School, take on the Golden Buffaloes, and that will be another formidable task, as the Buffaloes at one time were ranked number 1 in the state in 5A. That's on January the 2nd, and that is a rare Wednesday night game. On Friday, 2 days later, we'll be at home against the East High Blue Aces. All these starts are at 7:15, and that's also going to be our airtime. All of our airtimes are at 7:15 this season, unless we tell you otherwise. We go to West High. West comes to, we have a 3-game homestand, actually, after the Bishop Carroll game. West High comes in the following Tuesday, the 8th. And 1 week later, when we have that Friday night off, 1 week later on Tuesday, Cape and Mount Carmel comes back for a return match. Remember, they defeated the Grizzlies in overtime at their place on opening day. On the 29th, we go to Heights. And in between there, the weekend in between, we will be in the Valley Center tournament. It is our intention to bring you every game in that tournament that the Grizzlies play in, providing the schedule is reasonably favorable. So we will let you know how that goes. We will not know the grid in that game until after we get back from Christmas break. 4 minutes to go here in halftime. We're going to take a breather. I'm going to give my voice a bit of a rest. Stay with us. We'll be back in 30. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a number 1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
When you're on this end, those commercials are way too short. But welcome back. We're going to let you listen to the band for a few minutes. Stay with us. We're 3 minutes from the second half.
Just a reminder, kids who participate in high school activities tend to go a little farther than those who don't. Take part. Get set for life.
Welcome back to Southeast High School. Kevin Arkin with you. With Southeast leads the Grizzlies 37-16 at half. Grizzlies down by 3 touchdowns. They were down by as many as 22 in the first half. Got it back to within 13 at one point. And then Southeast took it over again. Right before halftime. I decided not to compete. Ready to go. The Grizzlies will inbound. And we're underway here in the third quarter. Grizzlies need to start working away at it here. Grizzlies shooting at our end of the floor now. There's Zion Jones with it. That ball was tipped. It is not an over and back. And Cale Patterson will dish it off to Braden Verbeck. Also on the floor with Verbeck is Todrick McGee, Zion Jones, who just scored for the Grizzlies. And here comes Southeast back with it now. Roan Smith dishes it off this time to Johnny Murdoch. Murdoch back to Jakes. Jakes puts it up for 3, rattles in and out, no good. And a rebound by Patterson. Patterson dishes it off to McGee. McGee will bring it down the floor. Verbeck. And we have a travel on Verbeck, and it will be a quick turnover. I guess it would help if we could get some clock going here. Something happened to our time. We'll get this going here for you in just a moment. Jackie Johnson misses. And it's rebounded by the Grizzlies, Patterson. What a block that time on a shot by Verbeck. Jackie Johnson went up there and got all of that one. I mean, literally all of it. Zion Jones will inbound here. Todrick McGee with Johnson all over him, and Johnson steals it. Underneath the basket, out of bounds, belongs to Northwest. Grizzlies will inbound here, and do. McGee brings it down the floor, looking for some help. Sends it to Verbeck. Verbeck, top of the key, sends it in, and he traveled again. Buffs inbound it. Bringing it down the floor, Johnny Murdoch, number 12. Pardon me, dishes it off. Murdoch has it again. Shakes now. Now Johnson, the whole motion offense going. A long 3 is short from Jackie Johnson. The Grizzlies rebound. Verbeck brings it down. Phillips for 3. Too hard. Off the heel, no good. Rebounded there by Southeast. Buffs bring it down. Johnson thought about a three, pulled it back. Roan Smith goes up, and he's fouled on the way up, and he'll go to the line and shoot a pair. Todrick McGee guilty of the foul. That's his third. He's in a bit of foul trouble. Roan Smith will shoot a pair here. First one coming. Good. David Duncan coming back in for the Grizzlies. And he will spell Todrick McGee, who's going to sit with his 3 fouls for a while. Smith will take his second free throw now. Made them both. And the lead is 21 again. Verbeck looking for help from Phillips. Double team. Back to Verbeck. Under the basket to a wide open Zion Jones, but he can't get the shot away. Still has the ball, however. And he's fouled. Let's see if they're going to put it on the floor or give him, they're going to put it on the floor. Keenan Cooley gets the assessment for the foul. That's his third. So he'll go sit for a bit. Reagan Jones back in for Northwest. He gets the ball. Patterson has the ball, over to Duncan. Duncan for 3, short. Rebounded there by second we have a basket and a foul. Zion Jones guilty of the foul. That's his third. I don't have any official stats, but I really don't think Zion Jones has a field goal in this game. And he was lights out on Tuesday. We have another whistle. Got a lot of whistles in this quarter. Roan Smith guilty of his third. 2 fouls apiece here in the second half. David Duncan with it. He'll send it over to Verbeck for 3. And it's off the rim. No good. Shot no good. Rebounded, though, by Murdoch. Johnson has it. Into the paint he goes, and he has one blocked. But the putback does not go. And it's rebounded that time by Reagan Jones. Here come the Grizzlies back. Chance to start whittling away again. Cale Patterson, good for 2. 42-20, Grizzlies trail. And Shakes makes it easy. 24-point deficit now, the largest of the night for the Grizzlies. Duncan to Jones. Zion Jones had an open 3, decided not to take it. And coming over here on the near side. For Duncan, on the far side with it. Now to Patterson. Into the paint where Jones is. He dishes it back out. Duncan for 3. In and out, no good. And a rebound by Southeast and a foul on Reagan Jones. That's Reagan's second foul. We'll send a shout out to his granddad. Or is it his uncle? I forget which. Chad Newlick in Salina watching tonight. Glad to have you with us. That one is up by Johnson and good. Duncan tried to dish it into Finch, and it was intercepted. We have a pushing foul, excuse me.
The foul was called on number 34, Finch.
Purcell Finch guilty of the foul. Dante Coleman will shoot a pair. First one's off to the right, no good. Easton Ruffin comes back in for David Duncan now for Northwest. Webb and Yarborough come in for Southeast. One more free throw remaining here. It's up and it's good. 2:37 to go. Zion Jones gets it. Now we have another whistle, and it looks like we're going to have a timeout here.
30-second timeout by Wichita Southeast.
Southeast takes a timeout. We're going to keep it right here. We'll tell you that Northwest Grizzlies basketball is being brought to you in part tonight by the Floodman Family Law Firm. At Floodman Family Law, they are dedicated exclusively to the resolution of family law disputes, whether it's divorce, spousal maintenance, paternity, child custody, child support, property division, protection from abuse, or any other family law-related matters. They hope that you will give them the opportunity to serve you. They're committed to zealously representing your interest, and they take pride in fully responding to all your questions and concerns quickly so that you understand, or as they understand, that divorce and child custody matters are very trying. We invite you to check them out on the web, Floodman, Floodman, Floodman Family Law Firm. How dare they start the game while I was in commercial. Grizzlies have it after the Southeast basket. Easton Ruffin has it at the moment. He has it. He dishes it back to Zion Jones. Jones underneath. He gets it again, and I think that's maybe his first field goal. But Zion Jones gets the bucket. 1:30 to go, 1:40 to go, I should say, here in the third quarter. A three-point bomb. Gosh, Johnson is all over it tonight. Another three-pointer. Verbeck to Ruffin for three. Short. Missed everything. Put back, no good. Rebound this time by Southeast. What did they call? I got a whistle on the play. I know that. They called a foul here. Foul's on Ruffin. That's his first. Fifth team foul for the Grizzlies. And the one thing we don't want to be doing is putting Southeast on the line, shooting free throws every time. Now we have another whistle. We have what? Foul on Southeast. Wesley Atkins given the guilty party. Reagan Jones inbounds it to Ruffin. We're back underway here with 1 minute to go in the quarter. Ruffin, and we have a foul call. Boy, that was kind of a late call, but he made up his mind to call a foul on Jackie Johnson. That's his second. And it comes with 55 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Ruffin will inbound the ball with Johnson guarding him. And it's stolen. Wow, they picked his pocket. Dante Coleman, coast to coast, and scores. He anticipated that pass very well, or we telegraphed it very well, one or the other. Ruffin underneath, dishes it to Jones. Jones trying to split two defenders and put it up. He does so, doesn't go. Rebound all loose on the floor. That'll be a jump ball, I bet. Let's see what they call here. 32 seconds remaining. Our game clock here is not correct.
Foul is on number 10, Zion Jones.
And 28 to go, so we're about 3 seconds behind. Here's one. Reagan Jones bringing it back, and good. Reagan Jones gets the ball back. Now we have a whistle. What are we going to do here? We're doing something. The officials are conferring here. Still don't know what's going on. We'll find out here.
On the court for the Grizzlies, number 11, Caleb Patterson.
Caleb Patterson comes back. Number 11. Well, we never did figure out what it was that was the problem, but they did stop play. Maybe the refs were tired. I don't know. Anyway, Southeast will inbound it here with 15 seconds remaining. There's a long three off the side. No good. Rebound goes to. That's going to be a jump ball, and it will belong to Southeast on the alternating possession. Arguably the stupidest rule in all of sports. Last shot time is up and no good. We are through 3 quarters here at Southeast High. Grizzlies down by a bunch. Stay with us. We'll be back in 60. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
Sound like a typical high school basketball game being played on a Friday night in Kansas. In fact, it's a crash course in cooperation and teamwork. It's a test of dedication, determination, and drive. It's character development in action. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think about this. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students who participate in school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. At the same time, playing sports helps teach lessons not covered in the classroom. Lessons like tolerance, respect for the rules, and the importance of supporting your community. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back at Southeast High, we told you this was going to be a tough game. Grizzlies down by 28. It's almost a mercy rule game. Northwest inbounds the ball. If we get to a mercy rule situation, we'll explain to you how that works. Zion Jones for 2. And Southeast comes back with it. Underneath the basket is Wright. And a foul called on David Duncan.
The foul is called on number 11, Caleb Patterson.
I take that back. It's on Caleb Patterson, number 11. That's his first foul. It does put Southeast in the bonus the rest of the game. Southeast still has 2 fouls to give away, should they elect to do so. Grizzlies get the rebound. McGee brings it up the floor. Underneath it goes, knocked out of play. It will stay with Northwest. McGee will inbound. Sends it in toward Reagan Jones, but it's intercepted. But Zion Jones there. They're going to call a held ball. Yes, they are. And on the alternating possession, it will go to Southeast. And the Buffs will bring it up. Keyshawn Thomas with it. Back out to Markel Randall as Southeast and Joe Mitchell clear their bench. There's a steal by Jones, coast to coast. He's fouled on the way up. He's going to shoot some free throws. Reagan will get a chance to put a couple of points up. There's one. Whoop. Dante Coleman comes back in for Southeast. Reagan misses the second. Well, he's 1 for 2. And what are they going to call? They've got another whistle going. And here comes Southeast back with it as Everett Yarborough has it for the Buffs. On the far side, Daron Smith. Smith with it. Thought about putting it up, now dishes it off. To Coleman. Coleman looking for some help. Tried to get it in deep, gets it to Smith. Smith puts it up for 2. Off the heel and bounces in. Well, when they're going good, folks. Reagan Jones to David Duncan, now to Zion Jones. And a foul called. We'll see what they call here. Zion Jones will go to the line and shoot a pair of free throws here for Northwest. With 6:10 remaining. First one rattles around but does drop. Lincoln Phillips comes back in, number 15 for Northwest. Jones will try his second shot here. Makes them both. Approaching 6 minutes to go in the game. Far side, pushing it in is Coleman. And he gets a 2-pointer. Northwest coming back with it. McGee feeds it into Reagan Jones. Jones double team. Manages to get it to Patterson, who puts it home. 58-33, Grizzlies trail. They have never led. And Zion Jones made it work, but it does drop. And now we have a foul called. What do we have here? Oh, we called something. A foul on Northwest. It's on Patterson. And it will send Southeast to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. 8th team foul for the Grizzlies. Buffs with 6. Everybody's shooting free throws the rest of the night. Yarborough going to shoot a 1-and-1. First one's up and wide to the right, but it falls in. I would have bet a plug nickel that would have dropped. Yarborough's second one now is short. Rebounded by Patterson. Here come the Grizzlies back. McGee dishes it off to Patterson. Patterson into Reagan Jones in the paint. To Zion Jones underneath. Puts it up and it drops. Great team play that time by your Grizzlies to get the 2 points. Yarborough puts it up off the rim, no good. Lincoln Phillips gets the rebound, dishes it to McGee. McGee to Zion Jones off the ref. The ref is part of the floor. Nice pass by the official. And a foul as he was trying to get the pass off. This will be a 1-and-1. Roan Smith picks up his 4th foul. It puts the Grizzlies in the bonus. And the first free throw is good. Second one from Zion Jones is also good. The lead is back down to 20. Grizzlies doing what they can here to keep it respectable. There's a long one that is short, rebounded by the Buffs, and a nice putback by Yarbrough. Loose ball on the floor. Phillips has it. Dishes it into Reagan Jones, who alley-oops it in for the two-pointer. Nice play by Reagan Jones, and a nice play by Lincoln Phillips as well. Yarbrough's shot is no good. Rebounded there by McGee. He either tripped or slipped. Reagan Jones to Zion Jones to score. And just like that, I'll bet we're going to have a timeout taken by Southeast here. I'm not kidding. Full timeout taken by Southeast. We'll take one with them here. We'll be back in 30. Stay with us. This is Wichita Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Grizzlies basketball being brought to you on the internet tonight by Mel Hamilton Ford. We're better, we're proving it. You be the judge. Mel Hamilton Ford, 11771 West Kellogg, on the big corner of Kellogg and 119th Street West. We thank Lisa Hamilton and everybody at Mel Hamilton Ford for their generous support of Northwest Grizzlies athletics and Northwest Grizzly basketball. Ready to inbound the ball will be Southeast after the timeout. We have 3:49 to go in the contest. Roan Smith in the corner with it. He pulls it back out. Has Reagan Jones all over him. Dishes it off to Coleman. Dante Coleman with it. Moving it around. Coleman, he's going to drive it. Is he going to put it up? Yes, he is. I don't think they'll count that. It didn't go in anyway, but there is a foul on the play. Offensive foul on Dante Coleman. That's his first foul, and it gives the Grizzlies the ball on the turnover. 3 minutes and change remaining here in the fourth. There's a long three-pointer, short of everything by Phillips. Grizzlies maintain control. McGee has it. He's fouled. And he will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. McGee will shoot it. First one is up, and it's good. 61-44. And Verbeck about to come in here as McGee makes them both. Grizzlies down by 16 now. Yarborough gives it to Johnson. Johnson has just been all over everything all night. He has played a great game. On the far side, Atkins with it. Under the basket. Up. Good. Do they count the basket or not? Let's see here. Yep, we're going to count the basket. Atkins will go to the line and shoot one. It's up and wide left. Rebound there by Reagan Jones, and here come the Grizzlies back with it. Whistle on as the ball went out of bounds. It will belong to Southeast. No, I'm sorry, it's Northwest ball. Northwest will inbound. Verbeck for three. In and out, no good. Rebounded there by Jakes, and he'll bring it all the way down. Pulls it back out to give his team a chance to get back in, and they can burn some clock. There's an air ball from Yarborough. Belongs to Northwest. McGee with it. Gives it off to Patterson. Now to Verbeck. Back to Patterson. Reagan Jones is fouled. And Jones will go to the line and shoot a pair here. Grizzlies in the double bonus now, so he'll shoot a pair. First one's good. Reagan makes them both. 63-47, 2 minutes to go. Johnson puts up one after dribbling it and scores. Jackie Johnson, don't know how many points he's got, but he's got a boatload. We'll find out. I'm sure they'll announce it at the end of the game. Ball out of bounds. It will stay with the Grizzlies. Engelmeyer and Fitch come back in for the Grizzlies, replacing Patterson and Reagan Jones. Here's Zion Jones with it. Leaves it for Verbeck. Verbeck goes up, off the glass, and good. Nice job by Braden Verbeck. Here's a long three attempt, no good. Rebounded by Verbeck. Feeds it to Jones. Jones will lay it in. Johnson will bring it back up the floor now with 1 minute remaining here in the fourth quarter. Jakes in and out, rebounded by Verbeck. Braden brings it down, looking for help. Dishes it off to McGee. McGee for three, airballs it, rebounded by Southeast. And it's been that kind of a night, folks. Glad you stayed with us for the whole thing tonight. The issue was decided early. Counting it down, they're just dribbling it out here at the moment. Looks like they're just going to stall it out. 13 to go, 12-11. And that's exactly what they're doing. McGee almost got a steal out of it. That's pretty good work. And that'll do it. Horn sounds. We are final here at Southeast. Buffalo 65, Grizzlies 51. Stay with us. We'll wrap this up in 30 seconds. This is Northwest Grizzlies boys basketball.
This stage is nowhere near Broadway, and none of these actors will be accepting an Oscar anytime soon. Still, they are rehearsing for something important. While they learn their lines, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, that everyone has a part to play. Skills that will make them stars long after the curtain falls. The National Federation of State High School Associations reminds you that when kids take part in high school activities, they get set for life.
Back at Southeast High, Kevin Arkin with you, where Southeast has defeated your Grizzlies by a score of 65-51. The Grizzlies dropped a 1-4 on the season, and they go on their Christmas break now. There will be no more basketball played until January the 2nd. That is a Wednesday, a rare Wednesday night contest. But the Grizzlies will play their next game at Bishop Carroll, Wednesday, January 2nd. We will be there to bring it to you live beginning at 7:15 with our pregame activities. Before we go, I just want to mention how grateful we are to the sponsors that we have for basketball and for this webcast, especially Floodman Family Law and Mel Hambledon Ford. Folks, you too can help keep this going and help your team and help your school by supporting the webcast, by advertising on the World Wide Web through the basketball webcasts. We already know we have listeners to our webcasts from East Coast to West Coast now, so you have plenty of exposure for your business, not to mention what we have here at home. If you would like to learn more about it, would like to talk more about it, please contact me, Kevin Arkin. You can contact me by email, real simple email address, redcard, like the soccer, redcard at cox.net. Or you can call me at 734-0057. That's my cell number. I'll be happy to visit with you about it. Want to thank you all for joining us for the webcast so far this year, especially tonight. Hope you enjoyed the webcast despite our limited staffing here tonight. Looking forward on January 2nd and having a full crew from the media class, the interactive media class of Mr. Shane Monroe. And we sure thank him for his help in getting all this put together, as well as Lance Deckinger, the athletic director at Wichita Northwest. We are certainly grateful for everything that he's done as well. We want to wish all of you a very pleasant and happy Christmas season. Merry Christmas to you. Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah if it applies. Thank you again for joining us. We'll sign it off here for tonight. Look forward to seeing you January 2nd, 2019 at 7:15 as we travel to Bishop Carroll. Until then, once again, Grizzlies fall tonight 65-51 to the Buffs from Wichita Southeast. Have a pleasant good evening.